Days gotta keep my phone on airplane mode.
Cali bonita, eres un Edén.
I'm back in Cali, Colombia on my way to my apartment near the Chippy Choppy shopping area. I strongly suggest that you use Uber when traveling to Colombia. The app is very easy, it's safe. You get to see your real-time location where the driver is taking you to, so that's a plus. Now, from the airport to my final destination, which is Chippy Choppy, usually takes probably less than 40 minutes depending on traffic. So it depends on the time of day you arrive in Cali, Colombia. Now, I always tell myself once I come back to Cali, I'm going to stay in a different location other than the Chippy Choppy shopping area, and I always don't. The reason is, near that area there's lots of deals and discounts on apartments to rent, and that's why the reason I always come back to that area. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to stay near the soccer stadium in Cali, Colombia, where they have the Cali Fair at each year. And that area has a lot of chulado places, and if you don't know from my previous videos, chulado is it's like a Colombian drink compared to, I guess, Brazil's acai. Like when you think of Brazil, you think of acai. When you think of Colombia, you think of chulado. The drink is a fruit drink, so it's different types of fruits in the drink with condensed milk. You can get different varieties of it. I'll have a picture pretty soon of it here. That's what it looks like. It's very delicious. Now I'm on my way to Chippy Choppy. After checking in my apartment, I'm going to meet a friend that I met online. So cross your fingers and wish me luck. So everything went well. Everything went all right. And what we planned on is later on tonight, meeting for dinner. She was surprised that I said I know how to cook. So I'm about to prove that point to her. So while in the mall, there is an Éxito. And Éxito is it's a big chain grocery store in Colombia that you can buy all your foods, your drinks. It's a grocery store. So I went there and got some items that I'm about to show and tell you about in a few. And some of the things that I bought: asparagus, bananas, other fruits. I got some, what's this coming up right here? This is cucumber for a salad. I bought some fish. I bought some tamarind pulp. And what I'm going to do with the tamarind pulp is I'm going to add a banana, just a little squeeze of a lime. I know that tamarind is acidic, but with the lime and the banana, it just brings out more of the flavor. You add a little bit of salt. So she's going to be probably surprised about that drink. And also with the leftover pulp, I'm going to make a sauce to go over the fish. So I'm going to surprise her. Normally what I do when I travel for an extended period of time, I buy groceries to save money and plus also just to be healthy. I'm into health and fitness, but I also like to travel. So eating healthy has been part of my regimen for many, many years. So I'm going to go ahead and prepare this food and chat a little bit with her about later on tonight. And that shall be my night. As you see, the apartment is a very good deal from what I paid for. And the conveniency is it takes me about probably less than 10 minutes to walk to the Chippy Choppy shopping area, to the mall. Also, there's a grocery store across the street. So I have the Éxito that's in Chippy Choppy. Also, I have another grocery store that's across the street. So conveniency is the key. Now it's actually the next day. I went to get something to eat. So right here I got some French fries and salmon, and I got a little salad also to go with it. So I'm going to eat this, and I'm going to go back to Chippy Choppy and meet my friend. Yeah, I just walked to Chippy Choppy. I'm about to meet my friend. She actually works in the mall, so before she goes home, she changed clothes and we're going to meet. So we're probably going to talk a little bit because I've known her for about, wow, probably it's been before the pandemic, so probably at least I would say 4 years I've known this person. So we're gonna, catch up on some talk and probably get something to eat or some dessert. And I'm just sitting here waiting for her message. And what we decided to do is get something sweet, so it's dessert time. So we're gonna get some ice cream, many different flavors right there. That's her. And we're just gonna, catch up on some talk and walk around. Don't you hate when you go grocery shopping and you think you memorize every little item you need, and once you get back to your place, you realize you forgot lots of things? Well, that's what happened to me. I need to make a salad. I need some beans and onions because I'm going to make this bean dip. So I headed to the grocery store, not the one inside Chippy Choppy, but there's a grocery store maybe probably less than 5 minutes from my apartment. It's like right across the street. It's not far. So I'm gonna get these last couple of items, and hopefully I will not see another grocery store until I'm in another country. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Yeah, I'm back at the grocery store again. But this grocery store is not Exeter. It's the grocery store that I mentioned that's across the street from my apartment. So I'm going to get a few items that I had forgotten to get previously. And pretty soon it will be time for me to go to my next destination. So I'll keep you in the loop. The thing I like about grocery shopping is when you're in a foreign country, you get a chance to see some of the different fruits and vegetables you normally don't see in your country. And in the US, I live on the East Coast in the Washington DC area, so we have peoples from all over the world. So besides your big chain grocery stores, I do shop at specialty stores. So I do go to Asian markets, I go to Caribbean markets, I go to Latin American markets. So some of these fruits and vegetables you're seeing right now, I have seen before, not just because I travel, but because of where I live. And I'm pretty sure people from New York or Miami, some of these things they normally see also because of the people that live in those states. And also, what I like is the prices. Some of the prices on these fruits and vegetables is dirt cheap when converted into US dollar. So I get a chance to, splurge and try something I normally wouldn't try back home. So that's another thing I like about shopping in foreign grocery stores abroad. And you just get to see some of the different items that's here and see what's popular and things of that sort. Now, when it comes to my nutrition, I try to eat as healthy as possible at home and abroad. Now, every once in a while, you might see me have ice cream. Every once in a while, you might see me eat some chips or something like that. But it's not on the everyday basis. Normally, when I'm home, I don't drink any milk products. So, no yogurt, no milk. I don't eat anything from a cow. So, basically, milk, cheese, beef, I don't eat. I'm not Muslim, but I don't eat pork. So I'm just eating fish, turkey, basically seafoods, and that's it. It just keeps rotating with those foods, with those animals. I don't eat pork and I don't eat beef. So when I'm abroad, depending on the circumstance, I might have a long layover that I know of, and I don't have that many options at the airport, and all they're selling is, hamburgers, and they don't have chicken hamburgers, then I have no choice but to get a beef hamburger. But that's something that normally when I'm home I don't eat at all. And when it comes to cooking, that's something I do 7 days every day. Every day I cook at home. I don't eat out, so there's no McDonald's, there's no Popeyes, there's none of those chains of that sort at all. I cook all my foods, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And that's very important because I get the opportunity to see exactly what goes inside my body. Unlike when you go to a restaurant, you have no idea of what type of oils they're using. They could be using vegetable oil, olive oil, motor oil. You have no idea what they're using back there. Plus, you don't know what extra ingredients they're putting in it. So when I'm cooking my own foods, it makes me feel good to know exactly what's going inside my body. Also, it shows discipline, something that most people don't have. When you discipline and you follow a good regimen, you should get good results. So I do take the nutrition and fitness aspect of my life very important. And when I travel, I always keep that in mind. And when it comes to a regimen, that's something you got to have. You got to stick by something. So if you want to see any type of results, you got to have some type of regimen, some type of plan to execute to get where you want to get. So if you want to have a soda, maybe, I don't know, once a week, every 2 weeks, every once in a while, only when you travel, that's okay. But to drink soda every day, all that extra sugar, is not good for you. To eat chips every day, all that extra saturated fat, is not good for you. So you just got to think about the choices you make when it comes to the food you put in your mouth, because in the long run, it will come back and haunt you. So it's cheaper to eat healthy now versus later on when you're in the hospital thinking about what you could have did and it's too late. So make sure you make the right choices in life, not just in food but in life. And I'll give you a quick recommendation for those who want to lose weight. My opinion, I would cut back on the beef and pork because most people do not have high metabolism. Therefore, you will not be able to break down beef and pork. It will just set in your body for days, if not weeks, until you're able to digest all those red meats. The reason is because you do not have the teeth of a lion, you do not have the digestive acids of a cobra, so you're not meant to break down those foods very quickly. Only people with high metabolisms can break down those foods very quickly. So you got to keep that in mind. You have to lay off the beef and pork to a minimum. Also, another problem is for everybody excess sugar. Not sugar from fruits, but sugar from cakes, cookies, cereals, sodas, juices. It just keeps going on and on. And people indulge in those and just take advantage of those, thinking, well, it's not that much sugar in this, or this has artificial sugar, so it's not the same thing. If you're going to get any kind of sugar, get regular white sugar. Don't get anything artificial. There's brown sugar, there's white sugar, there's agave, there's honey, there's different types of sugars, but don't get any artificial sweetener, because in the long run you have no idea what it could do to your liver or to you, or does it cause cancer. These are question marks. So if you're going to do anything, get something that has real sugar in it, because I see a lot of people, they find it better to say, okay, well, I feel good because I'm taking in artificial sugars. It does something different. Yeah, it does something different that you have no idea of. So therefore, stay away from that. So overall, I would just say, just step by step, try to just eat more healthier. You don't have to, go on the Atkins diet or any of these diets, or be a vegan. You don't have to do any of these things, because if you think about it, some of the most healthiest people are in Asia and Africa, and they're not strict vegans. So you don't have to go the vegan route if you don't want to, but it's good to incorporate vegetables and fruits into your diet. It's good to have a mixture versus just eating, meat all the time. And hopefully you will see good results when you combine that with the gym or physical activity. Now I'm returning to my apartment, so I'm walking back, and you might think, well, do you feel unsafe at night in Colombia? And the answer is, of course. I'm not Colombian, I'm not Southern American, so any place that's not in North America, I can expect the unexpected. I always say that. So I do feel a little edgy at moments, but this is what comes with traveling abroad. You take that risk. Anything can happen at any time.
Auténtico como Jordan de cuero, bordado cordones desertados por el guero. No hay showman, personaje crudo, so shot, sampleando cosas clásicas, punk and so shot. Me pare digo el Mary, acá en el barrio no soy nadie sin tu money. Toca el tsunami, fiel como un miembro de Fiasoliani. Y vos pensás